Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. I've got another Hitman 2 video. This time we're in Whittleton Creek and we're doing one challenge, Death from Below. We're also going to kill Nolan Cassidy in this video, and I've just modelled a longer kill for him, so if you're not interested in that, just ignore the last half of the video to be safe, but it is still a simple enough kill. So I've started as a gardener and I'm going to go into this house. It's Hallen's house. Is it Hallen Batty her name? I can't remember for certain. No, it wouldn't be Batty. Anyway, Hallen's house. We're going into a basement and we're going to pick up some emetic poison. We don't necessarily need that here. There is some in the garage just across the way where the party is. But just while we're here, I thought I'd get it. We're going to go into our kitchen now. We don't have to creep around. We're not trespassing or anything like that. We're going to pick up the blueberry muffins. And we're going to start plugging the holes in Janus's backyard. So I've bought a remote explosive with me for this. Now, if you don't want to use that, there is a possibility you can use the car bomb that is in the secret tunnel to Janus's house. Now, I haven't tried that out, but I'm assuming it's a remote explosive. And if that's the case, you might be able to use that instead of bringing an explosive of your own. But I'd have thought by the time you're playing Whittleton Creek you would have one, so it's entirely up to you. So I climbed up here and I went into that room to try the Art Society gown on. The only reason being I need a clue and it's quite nearby. For similar reasons, I'm going to go into the basement down here and I'm going to interact with the little photo frame just to uncover another clue. So I'm just trying to whittle clues off in Whittleton Creek. Hey! Okay, so let's knock this guy out. There's surveillance behind me, so I'm most likely going to take that out as well. Here we go. I'm going to get the custom 5mm out to take it out. Drag the body into a closet, and once that's done, we are actually pretty well set to complete the challenge. As far as what we're going to do with Nolan Cassidy, for those of you who are interested, we're going to actually cause it that the estate agent goes to the meeting. So it's a little bit different than what I was expecting. I thought by making the estate agent go, if I opened up the safe and caused things to happen there, that I could still complete the challenge with sold, but it didn't pan out the way I was expecting, so yeah, you'll see what happens. So as you can see, I've just started plugging the holes up, and I was thinking, do I need to go and get more stuff? And it made me realise, hang on, there's a yard next door, and there's going to be soda cans and stuff like that lying around, so I started picking stuff up. Now, personally, I wouldn't actually do this now I've had my thoughts on it, because by coming into this yard, you've got enforcers looking at you. Even if it's just one, you've got an enforcer looking at you. Whereas if you go into like the blueberry muffin stand and pick more up, you've got no one bothering you. So even though it's a bit further away, I would go there than doing what I've just done. But it's up to you. So at this point, carry on putting the soda cans into the mole holes. Well, I don't know what they're called. Basically just stuff them up. And then there's one in the vegetable patch that you're going to put the bomb in. So not that one. Just put a soda can or a blueberry muffin in there. And let's see. This is the one. Put the bomb in there. So as you can see, remote duck. I did try it with a proximity explosive, and the trouble is, because he has to go and inspect it, he detonates it, so I was a little disappointed in that. I was hoping that you could just have it that Janus had blown himself up without much care in the world, but yeah, oh well. That enforcer's not very enforcing. I thought he'd be a bit trickier, but no, he just looks at you a little bit, so feel free to sneak around him. He won't really catch you unless you really run into him. But yeah, I forgot one of the mole hill things, so yeah, just wait until he's finished inspecting the one with the bomb. I don't know how he doesn't see it, but yeah, wait until he's finished. You'll be able to say you're done. You'll go and have a look at another one and then call Janus out. So while all that's happening, I'm actually going to start the other challenge, just for the fact that otherwise I'd just be standing there. You know, and if you're just trying to do that challenge, Death from Below, that's how you do it. But I thought I want to do a Cassidy kill alongside it, and this is what I'm doing. For some reason, the game bugged out and gave him a question mark when I hadn't done anything. I didn't get that even then, so yeah, that was weird. I think already he was very puzzled about why there were so many muffins on the table. Anyway, what we do, we put a muffin on the plate and he'll go to eat it. Once he's at it, we're going to put another muffin on the plate. He'll eat it. Sometimes two works. If you have to do it again though, do it 3 times and he'll eventually go and present the house to Cassidy. So I've done one now, just while Janus is coming to inspect the work that's been done. But if you've got confidence of when to detonate the bomb, do it. So as you can see, Janus isn't outside yet. Really, I'm just waiting around because I don't want to go too far away just in case I miss Janus. I've even picked up the shovel so that I can get the final clue. We're going to go to the back of Cassidy's yard to do that. But yeah, I'm just going to stand here because it's a good place for cover. I can actually duck here so that the garden enforcers in this yard won't catch me. So yeah, Janus is just ready and waiting to be blown up. It is quite a fun challenge, this. I mean, the only gripe I have it with a lot of these sort of challenges is that you can't get Silent Assassin. The only way I could envision you doing it is if you leave a propane tank near the molehill and blow the propane tank up beforehand, but I'm not even sure that would trigger the challenge, so it's irritating that you have to create an explosive kill, but hey, it's what the challenge demands. I was quite fortunate there. I just managed to sneak out of the yard without them catching me. I even turned back as if to say, did they? So, yeah, do keep an eye out if you're doing loitering where I was. I would actually go into a different yard or a different area and just wait it out. So at this point, I'm just going to start putting the blueberry muffins down. This does take a minute or so because the idea is you'll go back to the food vendor and start talking to her for a minute. So, yeah, you just have to wait until he's finished faffing around. He eats the muffin. He actually takes a while eating the muffin. It's as if he's actually eating the muffin, how long it takes. And once he's finished that, you can put another one on the plate and then leave him, because we did one before Janus died. We've done one now. So put another one on the plate just to be safe, and he'll go and present the house to Cassidy. You'll actually know when he's done because he'll belch. He'll say, ooh, too much sugar, that's enough for me. So, well, like I say, if 2 doesn't do it, put a 3rd one on the plate and you can walk off. So as you can see, I'm going to go to Cassidy's backyard now. I was actually surprised that there's an enforcer in this area. Not, oh my god, surprised, but just, you're thinking, all right, that's an enforcer, is it? Sometimes you do come across them and it does catch you out. So yeah, I'm just going to the foliage that keeps me covered, and we're just going to dig up the cigar box. So it's somewhere around this little area. By now you should really know it. I mean, if you've been watching my videos, I mean, I'm still fumbling around when I get there, but by and large you just look for the furthest birdhouse and then furrow around that area. So yeah, so we're going to walk around here. That keeps us away from the enforcer as well. And at this point, I'm going to take a quick look, so I want to make sure that the estate agent is actually making his way over, because I don't think he's at the stand. So you always want to make sure, oh, have I done enough? Is he actually on his way? And the weird thing is, he sort of stood there for a minute, and I was like, hang on, do you want some more? And then you see him walking off, and you think, okay, he's on his way. So I was actually quite relieved there, because I mean, this is the thing, I got all 3 clues at this point. Janus was dead, so I'd actually done the most important part. And yeah, this guy was holding it up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going fast forward, purely because I want you to be able to see what happens when the estate agent's in the house. And I'm going to just show you, well actually, I've said I'm going fast forward, right? And I actually think there's enough to go on without actually fast forwarding, okay? So let's get inside the house. My chair is squeaking, so that's not very good noise. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to put a muffin on the plate. Make sure you've got a muffin. We're going to poison it, hence why we went into Halland's basement to get the poison. What will happen is one of the Cassidy's bodyguard will go and eat the muffin, poison himself, and we're going to knock him out in the bathroom. At that point, it's just going to be the estate agent and Cassidy. So that is still a tricky combination, because the thing is, as they're both in a conversation with one another, they're sort of covering for each other, so you can't sneak up behind one of them and knock them out. The best advice you could really do is throw a coin to make them both look in one direction, but even then, you've got to do quick consecutive knockouts, because you can't say, knock one out, get a gun out, shoot, because by the time you get the gun out, either a body will have been found or you'll have shot someone, so there's going to be a problem somewhere. So really with this kill, what you need is to be able to lure Cassidy away. Now, I didn't realise this straight away, I must admit. So this is sort of where this challenge fumbled for me. Well, I'm calling it a challenge, it isn't. I think this would actually have been a good thing to try and make a challenge around, but for some reason the developers just were happy with the exploding safe room and left it. But I do like the idea of doing more down here, because there is a challenge, if I'm right, in regards to dropping a target down a manhole, and I do wish I'd done that for this, but that would be one hell of a pain as far as having to get rid of the NPCs in the area. So I'm not that bothered that I did it, but it would have been good if I could have actually dumped the body down there just to get the challenge pop. So this is where I said before, I thought to myself, if I set it up, if I opened the safe up, if I turned off the lasers, would Cassidy do his normal routine of actually saying, oh right, you've got an impressive security system here, let me take a look, and going in there? And I thought I'd just be able to blow him up as usual if I knocked out the estate agent. But for whatever reason, they've designed it so that the estate agent will always, maybe not prevent him from going in, but will discourage him from doing that. So it becomes a little bit problematic, as I say. You have to split the two up. And it's the simplest of techniques that you use to actually separate them. So as you can see, I'm looking in the bathroom because the picture-in-picture pops up. We've got the bodyguard, he's just going to eat the muffin, and he's going to come in here. Now, I was actually thinking to myself, would it be worth turning the tap on? However, the problem with doing that is that we've got a guy in the house as well who I think is a plumber. I'm not sure, he's doing something in the house in the kitchen area. So I get the feeling you turn that tap on to try and lure the estate agent out of the way, and it'll be a case of, you know, you'll have someone coming in whilst the guy's in there as well throwing up, so you've got two NPCs to deal with rather than the two NPCs you want, should I call it. So it's much easier just knocking this guy out in here. He's coming to throw up, so we're going to climb through the window. We've got the shovel on us, so just shut the door just to make sure that if the estate agent or Cassidy passes by, they won't look in. Throw the shovel at his head. In reality, I think that should be a lethal kill. I don't know about you, but if I had a shovel thrown at me, I'd be worried about brain damage. Just a little point of interest while we're here. Especially at that range. I think if it was a further range, I wouldn't be as worried. But, you know, a quite short range throw, especially if 47 can throw a newspaper or a muffin, I'd think, wow, how is that guy not dead? Completely sidetracked there, but I couldn't help but point it out. So, as you can see, yeah, this doesn't look great because I haven't really got cover, so I can't even pick up a muffin and use that to throw just to the right, because even if I do that, they're both going to be looking sort of in my direction. So I changed my mind and I thought, okay, let's see if we can get Cassidy to go the other way, go out at the side entrance. And this is where Peekaboo came to the rescue. So we're going to climb through this window, climb over the porch railing again if the prompt would let me. We're going to go down the stairs, and I'm going to just open the door and let Cassidy get a good glance of me. So stand up or crouch or whatever you want to. Let the meter build up just high enough, don't let it go all the way obviously, and as soon as you think you've got a prompt, you walk away just so that he doesn't catch you. As you can see, he's walking up, so all I do is I draw my pistol out, go and wait until he stands still just to make the shot a bit easier, and then it's an easy headshot. Boom. Last thing I do, just for air on the side of safety, I'm going to go down the stairs and I'm going to knock out the real estate agent, just because even though it's more likely go through the house to exit, I dislike the idea that he'd think, right, I'll take the side exit. So throw the shovel, knock him out. Now, if whilst you were waiting around you decided you wanted to do something, go and find a crowbar, that way you can exit via a manhole. As I didn't do that, I've got to go all the way to the side exit, so it's not a long run, but still, it would have sped the exit up. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you are enjoying Hitman 2, please subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty of videos on the channel. I'm trying to make videos even though I'm getting to the end of all the last levels, so keep tuned to see the final ones. I'm going to do escalations soon, so I hope you can catch them. Other than that, thank you for watching. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now, everyone.